when J.D. Vance guest hosted Charlie Kirk's show from the White House yesterday, he didn't just mourn his friend. He declared total war on what he called the vast domestic terror movement of the American left.
There is no unity with people who scream at children over their parents' politics. There is no unity with someone who lies about what Charlie Kirk said in order to excuse his murder. There is no unity with someone who harasses an innocent family the day after the father of that family lost a dear friend. There is no unity with the people who celebrate Charlie Kirk's assassination. And there is no unity with the people who fund these articles, who pay the salaries of these terrorist sympathizers, who argue that Charlie Kirk, a loving husband and father, deserved a shot to the neck because he spoke words with which they disagree. Did you know that the George Soros Open Society Foundation and the Ford Foundation, the groups who funded that disgusting article justifying Charlie's death, do you know they benefit from generous tax treatment? They are literally subsidized by you and me, the American taxpayer. And how do they reward us? By setting fire to the house built by the American family over 250 years. I am desperate for our country to be united in condemnation of the actions and the ideas that killed my friend. I want it so badly that I will tell you a difficult truth. We can only have it with people who acknowledge that political violence is unacceptable, and when we work to dismantle the institutions that promote violence and terrorism in our own country.
JD made it absolutely clear this is not a both sides problem. We absolutely refuse. We morally refuse to even entertain the notion that we share in the blame of what happened to Charlie. That's what the both sides' desperate response from the left requires us to do. It requires us to take at least partial responsibility for what happened to Charlie. And the only proper response to that is F you. That's not even remotely within the realm of conceivable possibility. F you. The turning point is the absolute recognition among a vast majority of Americans that the political left has become malignant. And the administration's position is simple: complete and total submission or complete and total destruction. The great Stephen Miller, Trump's deputy chief of staff, spelled out exactly what the Trump administration has planned for this vast network of left-wing terror.
The organized doxing campaigns, the organized riots, the organized street violence, the organized campaigns of dehumanization, vilification, posting people's addresses, combining that with messaging that's designed to trigger and incite violence, and the actual organized cells that carry out and facilitate the violence. It is a vast domestic terror movement. And with God as my witness, we are going to use every resource we have at the Department of Justice, Homeland Security, and throughout this government to identify, disrupt, dismantle, and destroy these networks and make America safe again for the American people. It will happen, and we will do it in Charlie's name.
Now, make no mistake, the legacy media is openly flipping out over this. They recognize that this is the right's Braveheart. This is our Braveheart, Patriot, and John Wick moment all rolled up into one. They hear the administration loud and clear. In fact, Trump's administration already has specific organizations in their crosshairs. As you heard, JD explicitly named George Soros' Open Society Foundations and the Ford Foundation as primary targets, calling them financiers of terror sympathizers. And they're going to be held accountable for the violence that they're funding.